everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making spaghetti bolognese. If you'd like to see how this recipe is achieved, please keep watching. So for this recipe, I'm just going to go straight into cooking. So into a boiling water, I'm just adding a little bit of olive oil. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of table salt. And then I'll be adding my spaghetti into the boiling water. So if you want to break the spaghetti, you can break it by just adding it into the water like that. And now I'm using my tongs to just put them in so they can get properly cooked. So after cooking for about 5 to 10 minutes, my spaghetti is cooked. You can see how soft it looks. You can see it's already looking good despite just being spaghetti. So the spaghetti is cooked and it's okay, and you can try it to know if it's as soft as you want it to be. So now I'm just going to take it out of the gas and drain the water out. But I won't be draining out the water because I'm still going to be using it for this recipe. So into a pot, I'm adding vegetable oil. But I noticed my vegetable oil is almost out, so I added a little bit more olive oil to it. And now I'm also going to be adding butter to this recipe as well. So I'll just be adding 1 tablespoon of butter, unsalted butter, and I'll allow them to melt completely before adding the rest ingredients. So now I'm just going to be adding 1 red onion to the oil, and also going to be adding spring onion, chopped ginger, scotch bonnet pepper. And after that, I'm just going to give it a good mix to make sure they're properly sauteed. So I'm going to be frying it for about 5 minutes or 6 minutes. If this is your first time visiting my channel, you're welcome. Please support me by subscribing to my channel as I upload new recipes every week. And I'll be glad to have you in the Mogus Meals family. And please don't forget to put on your notification as I upload new recipes every week. Thank you. So after that, I'll be adding ground beef. I'm using 1 minced beef for this. So I'm just going to be pouring it into the veggies and allow it to saute again. So you want to keep frying your minced beef until the color changes completely. Then you know they are cooked. So I'm just going to give it a good stir. Even though it takes a while, just keep stirring it. You can see the colors are already changing. Gradually they'll start getting cooked, but just keep giving it a good stir so it doesn't get burnt and sticky. So now you can see my minced beef, the color has changed completely and it's cooked. So I'm gonna be adding my ingredients or my spices. So I just added ground ginger and curry, and now I'll be adding paprika. And I'm also gonna be adding dry thyme as well, and all-purpose seasoning. I'm just gonna drizzle it all over. And now I'm going to give it a good mix to make sure all the ingredients are properly incorporated with the beef and the veggies and the fry, and make sure they're properly cooked as well. So after mixing this, I'm just going to be adding a little bit of salt. You add salt to taste and make sure to taste it and it's okay. And I'm also going to be adding 1 stock cube and give it a good mix as well. So I'm also adding shredded carrots, tomatoes, and I'm gonna give it a good mix. Trust me, you want to shred the carrots. It's very good for this recipe. So you can see how the color just changed completely. You want to give it a good mix to make sure it's properly cooked. I changed my pot because the pot I was using was very small, so I changed it to a very big pot. I don't know if you noticed the difference, but now I'm just gonna be adding tomato paste. I'm just gonna drizzle it all over the meat and the veggies and give it a good mix to make sure it's properly incorporated together with the rest of the food that's on fire. So after giving a good mix for a while and it's properly cooked, so the pasta water I said not to throw away, I'm just going to be adding pasta water back to this recipe. So you want to add as much water as you want to, but not too much, to make sure it can completely cook with the pasta and it soaks into it. So I just added about 2 cups of pasta water into my recipe, and I'm just giving a good mix, and I'll allow it to cook a bit before adding the pasta. So it has been cooking for a while now, and now I'm just going to bring back the spaghetti, and I'll just be adding it bit by bit into this recipe. So now I'm just going to be giving it a good mix. You can see how good that looks like. I'm just going to be mixing it to make sure it's properly incorporated with the sauce of the bolognese and the pasta. Make sure they're properly incorporated. And now I'll be adding the rest of the spaghetti into the pot. And I noticed my tongue wasn't doing it for me from mixing though, so I have to change my tongue right now because it's not giving me the good mixing feel I want. So I changed my spoon to a pasta spoon and I'm giving a good mix to make sure it's properly incorporated. You can see how good my spaghetti bolognese look like. And if you're still watching and you've not subscribed to my channel, please support me by subscribing to my channel to upload new recipes every week. Thank you. Oh my goodness, you can see how good this spaghetti bolognese look like, and it even tastes yummy as well. So that is it, and that's my recipe. It's easy and it's simple, and this is a closer look of my spaghetti bolognese. It looks good and it tastes yum as well. So I garnished it with some spring onions, and trust me, this tastes very yummy. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys next week. Thank you.